Yo, man, it's your man, Mr. Ghost Saints. I'm coming back at you with another Ghost Saints video. And I'm about to load these Saints up, about to try to give me a dub, man. Without any further ado, 22 a day, 22 soldier cells, eminent Marines to take their lives at the rate of 22 a day. We want to end all suicide, especially veteran suicide. So keep going, keep pressing, keep pushing, because any solution to any problem is better with you being here, man. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. So we about to try to get us a dub with these Saints, man. About to load this thing up. About to try to make some shit happen with my Saints. Spencer Rattler at quarterback. That's what I've been running with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I never really dug Derek Carr after how he got into it with Eric McCoy, after how he got into it with Mike Thomas. My favorite overall Saints player ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm still hoping and praying that he come back to the squad, but you know, I really ain't never really fucked with Derek Carr like that, bro. He just struck me as a dude that just wasn't a Saint. He just wasn't gonna feed into the Saints. He just wasn't New Orleans, man. Like New Orleans is one of them places that really choose the people that's gonna survive there. When you can survive in New Orleans, you can survive anywhere, but Derek Carr just wasn't one of them people that, you know, he just wasn't one of them people, man. Derek Carr just was not one of them people that was made for the city, and the city wasn't made for him, just bitched off, whatever, man. I don't really know where he from. I think he from California, but, you know, typically Cali people do good in New Orleans and vice versa, but he's just one of the ones. I guess you gotta be from Southern Cali to integrate into New Orleans successfully. But he just wasn't them type of people, bro. So I hated Derek Carr from the get-go, honestly. And I figured after the first two games he was gonna kind of grow in the city.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans.
Rocking with my squad, playing against Mr. Gonzo. Look like he got his squad, Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see what we can do against Big Dog. What's going on, Mr. Gonzo, big fella? What's that?
The ball is teed up. Kicking team looks ready. And here we go from New Orleans. Cordero Patterson now to return. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Willie Gay there on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Fields throwing here. Puts a beat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They do snap it. Here's Fields. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Running left is Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped the positive gain out of it, it's still a win for this defense.
You're vegetables and lunch. I don't think the chicken is done defrosted.
Oh no, I can do it.
Harris gets it on the
I
draw.
walk in and you can get it.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Fish stuff too.
They find 7
Baby,
yards, and now
whatcha?
they've got 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Trying it again with Harris.
Yeah, ain't no real fucking tight end blocking.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Najee Harris, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now you want to talk? It's good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Hill now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left.
Wow.
This one's taken in by Hill. He can do it! And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down
You
the field.
thought.
We've got a flag,
Then
and I
you
don't think
thought.
this is gonna count.
You got nowhere near the fucking page.
Rattler to the air now. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Here's 2nd and 11. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Rattler. Searches from the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Ready. 560.
Rattler. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Black ultra. Ready, ready. Shoot, yellow. Claws red. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Stays in the pocket. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Red, yellow. Ready. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that put...
I don't know what he fucking doing, fucking spitting in the mic or whatever the fuck.
3rd down coming up. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints in an unenviable 3rd and pretty far.
Here we go. Set. Field. Black. 6. Mega. Hut, hut.
Here's Rattler. Completes this one to Hill. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
Blaster. 6. Green jack. Set.
Rattler setting to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Fields on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers calling their first time out. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And this one doesn't go far. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Fields to throw it. Escapes out to the left. He calls his own number again. Head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Fields on 3rd. He's on the move. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. Headed out right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. Space left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to go.
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at once.
That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him. He took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Patterson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Fields coming back after the pick. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. George Pickens, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down. Off play action, it's Fields. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or 2 lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fryer right there, bring it in. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Down.
Throwing is Rattler. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Broke through the tackle. And the Steelers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Gotta hold both buttons to get that throw over his head.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? Warren here from the gun. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Fields out of the gun. Completed here to Pickens. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a big for it on the ground. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
You know, you don't have to be an elite scrambler or the fastest in a 40 time to make a play like that. All you need is awareness. See where the marker is and know when it's time to go get it yourself.
Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the...
Forces one through double coverage. Now it's intercepted. And the Saints...
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at once.
Interception and a spirited return.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
22 needle. Black shot.
They've got a man in motion.
Ready.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So we're through 3 here.
Who was able to just get on his fucking line and rush me like that? That's fucking diabolical, son.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Ready?
And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty.
What?
They already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline this
Wow,
penalty.
bro.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Shotgun snap to Fields. On the move, headed right. He's calling his own number again.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
This is Harris on second down. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for some.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
He's got it to his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. They'll toss it to Harris. Has a big hole left. As this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. And no surprise here, they decline the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. He's running with it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Vacates quickly left side.
Bro, come on, dog. How you don't fucking come down on that?
Touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
Check steal. Let's go now. Hut.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. It's his running back. Has some room to work. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Too many interceptions, man. But being able to do that shit off the edge with one fucking man is fucking diabolical, bro.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Greg Zerline out for the opening kick. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
Set, punt.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set, punt.
Got his target. It's Hill. It's to the 10. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they could make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their...
There he goes on the right side. And he's going to go all the way. No flags. We've got a touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
All right, Jets offense ready. They're going for 2. Rodgers trying to throw for it. And he makes the catch, and just like
bro,
that,
you right
back
there.
even at 8 apiece.
Fucking man right there, bro.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Red, cycle.
Here's Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
Right, 97. Right, white. Ready?
Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Hill. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Cut, cut.
3rd down from the gun. Into the hands of Olave. There it is. The Saints break the tie here in the 1st. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Moving adds the extra point. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. First play, and Rodgers letting it rip. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the 1st time. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee
how the
you
hell
that
do you
wear and
have
tear
all
will
over,
pay
bro?
dividends later.
Chased out to his right.
Yo.
Look up to Devontae Adams.
Bro, if you don't talk to me at the beginning of the fucking game, bro, don't talk to me at all.
Little short of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from the 41. Receiver in motion going left. That's complete to Wilson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They give on 2nd to Hall. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, Rodgers. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Willie Gay with the pick. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races.
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at 1.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Wangu now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. And they... for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Rodgers coming back after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Rodgers here from the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Hall running between the tackles. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. 40. Into the red zone.
Bro just turned this whole game off. Bro, you don't start talking in the very beginning, bro. Don't start talking. Oh. Straight up, that's lost. You ain't saying, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the game, bro, don't start talking after you score. Don't start talking after you score. Don't start talking after you got the game won or some shit like that, bro. Don't do that. Absolutely diabolical. Bro, why am I drinking coffee at 5 in the afternoon? I don't know. I like coffee, I guess.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now 2nd and 3. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. inside the 10. So CD, his very first.
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at once.
That's a major surprise.
That's some good-ass defense right there.
Let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw,
Appreciate that,
right?
big
Every
dog.
pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Blue strike. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
Here's Rattler. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hill. Touchdown. Taysom Hill from 20 yards out. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gruber able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. To throw is Wilson. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing is Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. In motion right, that's Williams. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Oh, come on.
Austin.
Man, come on, dog. I don't know Tyron picking that with my assistance or without it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA
That
Sports.
bitch straight in Tyron's face, boy.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Diabolical.
On the set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. There he goes, right side. Chris Olave. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Let's go.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Warren. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Let's go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at once.
And taking advantage of it, and he did exactly that, except the coach told us all the time. A lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Got that. I just got to hold this dude off. That is a good-ass team. You got it, though.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better.
Oh, come
just
on.
throw the pick six, and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, shit.
Wilson. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Wilson will throw again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at once.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
To the Giants. I guess that's what happens when you get tired of Derek Carr trash ass. That motherfucker's so garbage. I don't think there's a motherfucker in the world that's a fucking NFL fan that got a
Getting
squad
set
that
for
they
their
ride
next
with
drive, the New
that hate
Orleans
their quarterback
offense.
more than I hate my
Well, partner,
I
coaches
hate that
always say
bitch
that
ass
every
nigga so much.
play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to
I thought he was wide open. I ain't even see Buddy behind.
And you saw the
That
celebration.
fucking corner so
Pure
short, I ain't even
joy
fucking
after
see him
that
behind.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bro. Diabolical.
Watch out now. 50 claws red. Set, cut.
Now Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
17, red, yellow. Yellow, zoom. Smash, red. Ready, set.
Rattler working out of the gun. Olave holds it in. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Rattler going to look to throw again. Little short pass here to Hill. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air is Rattler. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Rattler.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. To the air once more is Rattler. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Thought I had something quick.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. The pass caught by Olave. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll change things up. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's up to the 47.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Slide 2. Strike. Black shot. Trail green.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Ready?
Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Set, ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Ready, ready. Fight, white. Needle blue. Trouble 38. Hut, hut.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now Wilson. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Wilson. Completes this one to Pickens. He's got room to roam, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Warren will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has... This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. Black open. Set.
Here's Rattler. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here we go. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready, break.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Down.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Come on, set.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 7. Let's go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Here we go. Here we go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
If they had
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at once.
Hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Coming left is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually...
And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Here's Groovy for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Do right quick.
You've got yourself tuned into the right station.
Return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
You are entering a military restricted area. Reverse course at once.
Back to the 32-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
We spit the facts from the jail to the hood to the tracks. Niggas ain't even in their team but need clips for gas. And they tweaking to get a couple of niggas under their belt. Cause it's individual mayhem and we all for self. And all actuality that is like a faculty. One false move.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one was over a long time ago.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, here's Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Warren. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a
You've got yourself tuned into the right station.
An impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The boy's so cold. Twin, what about the pinky? Oh yeah, that's froze.
To throw again is Wilson.
Like how you did that 2 seasons, 3 holes.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
So real, so true, so fly. Better tell your girl to catch it before I spit it in her eye. Yeah, she can see where I'm coming from. You get it? Now you see where I'm coming from. Yeah, cause this a pimp.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was like a remix now. Won't you show me him around? How you bounce it off the ground, bounce it off the ground, bounce it off the ground. I said, come on, little mama, it's the remix now. Show me him around, how you bounce it off the ground, bounce it off the ground, bounce it off the ground, yeah. Hot boy, yes, walk with a limp. You feel me? 'Cause you got love for a pimp. You heard me, little mama? You heard me, little mama? Hot boy, yes, walk with a limp. You feel me? 'Cause you got love for a pimp. You heard me, little mama? You heard me, little mama? You've got yourself tuned into the right station.
Magnolia militia, nigga. Magnolia in the building. Y'all booty cat niggas get y'all thumb out y'all ass, you heard me? We coming through this motherfucker, you dig? Y'all know what time it is. Wild Magnolia, Kareem, and Shadon, nigga. We shall.
Nigga, they tell me everything is big in Texas. If you need it, we could get it.
You've got yourself tuned into the right station. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you show about that? You claim you slangin' nine, what you know about gats? In your raps, you slangin' dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. I live a real nigga life, what you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you show about that? You claim you slangin' nine, what you know about gats? In your rap, you slangin' dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. I'ma tell you straight from the gate. I'm the type to leave a nigga lumped up, broad dead, get cake. It's fucked up when them knocks know your nickname. Big dog status plus I'm crucial with my dick game. Stop hating and get your money up. Cause I know if you play with mine, your head leaking like a colander. Stomach swole like you about to have a baby. Cause I ride for my dogs. What the fuck you niggas crazy? My left eye lazy. I got a double drum clip inside the M16 and the streets made me. When 95% of these niggas to me shady. We broke as a motherfucker and it ain't all gravy. It's a thinking man's game and the real nigga life. Where a soldier died once and a coward died twice. I put your brains on your shoulder like lights. Walking, driving, I'm jumping while pumping the pedal bike. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you sure about that? You claim you slangin' nine, what you know about gats? In your rap, you slangin' dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. I'm from uptown, New Orleans, where it's crazy weird. But coming up is rough like Grady beard. Murder rate is #1 like McGrady here. But niggas train for war like a Navy SEAL. Blaze the steel, fuck the cheap talk. You don't want your brains turned to meat sauce. You quit the beast talk when the beast walk. Your bitch made. You about to get a shade from Ray Charles with a Swiss blade. It's cutthroat. You don't believe shit snake until you smell it. Till you connect it with pellets from the shells of a shotgun. Stop trying to be a thug knowing you're not one. That's the perfect way to catch a hot one. Pussy bitch. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you sure about that? You claim you slangin' nine. What you know about gats? In your rap, you slangin' dimes. What you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face.
I've been doing this back in the 80s. Niggas know me. I'm an OG. I'm all over the streets. The minute the world where I roam. Bricks where I'm from. Fuck a bunch of niggas got chopped with the drums. 6 Flat did that. Came home and back. Did 2.5, got out. Shot in my back. I bounced back like I never got hit with the gat. Yeah, and I know your nigga, we strike right back. Still got the block lock. Still on a hot spot. Still strapped with hot glocks. Niggas ready to pop. I live a real nigga life. Nigga, I'm sure about that. My rap sheet and battle scars to prove I'm about that.
I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you sure about that? You claim you slangin' nine. What you know about gats? In your rap, you slangin' dimes. What you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. Yeah. Real niggas do real things, you heard me? From that noise to the middle of the motherfucker.
face, nigga.
Real, you know what I'm saying? Real nigga status, you dig? Wild Magnolia, Magnolia Militia. Y'all this bitch, coolie cat ass nigga. Magnolia Militia,
Real nigga shit.
LG.
Real nigga. Nigga like bitch. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you show about that? You claim you slanging nine. What you know about yaks? And your rap you slanging dimes. What you know about crack? Oh bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away. So don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and knock the smile off your face. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you show about that? You claim you slanging nine. What you know about gats? And your rap you slanging dimes. What you know about crack? Oh bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away. So don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and knock the smile off your face. I'ma tell you straight from the gate. I'm the type to leave a nigga lumped up, broad dead, get cake. It's fucked up when them knocks know your nickname. Big dog status plus I'm crucial with my dick game. Stop hating and get your money up. Cause I know if you play with mine, your head leaking like a colander. Stomach swole like you about to have a baby. Cause I ride for my dogs. What the fuck you niggas crazy? My left eye lazy. I got a double drum clip inside the M16 and the streets made me. When 95% of these niggas to me shady. We broke as a motherfucker and it ain't all gravy. It's a thinking man's game and the real nigga life. Where a soldier died once and a coward died twice. Shit, I put your brains on your shoulder like lights. Walking, driving, I'm dumping while pumping the pedal bike. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you sure about that? You claim you slanging nine. What you know about cats? In your rap, you slanging dimes. What you know about crack? Oh bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away. So don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. I'm from uptown, New Orleans, where it's crazy weird. But coming up is rough like Grady beer. Murder rate is #1 like McGrady here. But niggas train for war like a Navy SEAL. Blaze the steel, fuck the cheap talk. You don't want your brains turned to meat sauce. You quick the beast talk when the beast walk. Your bitch made. You about to get a shake from Ray Charles with a Swiss blade. It's cutthroat. You don't believe shit snake until you smell it. Till you connect it with pellets from the shells of a shotgun. Stop trying to be a thug, knowing you're not one. That's the perfect way to catch a hot one. The pussy bitch. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you sure about that? You claim you slanging nine. What you know about gats? In your rap, you slanging dimes. What you know about crack? Oh bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away. So don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face.
I've been doing this back in the 80s. Niggas know me. I'm an OG. I'm all over the streets. The minute the world where I roam. Bricks where I'm from. Fuck a bunch of niggas got chopped with drums. 6 flat did that. Came home and back. Did 2.5, got out. Shot in my back. I bounced back like I never got hit with the gat. Yeah, and I know your nigga. We strike right back. Still got the block lock. Still on a hot spot. Still strapped with hot glocks. Niggas ready to pop. I live a real nigga life. Nigga, I'm sure about that. My rap sheet and battle scars will prove I'm about that.
I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you sure about that? You claim you slanging nine. What you know about gats? In your rap, you slanging dimes. What you know about crack? Oh bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away. So don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. Yeah. Real niggas do real things, you heard me? From that noise to the middle of the motherfucking world. Real nigga life.
live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you show about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about gats? And your raps, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile up your face. I live a real nigga life, what you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you show about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about gats? And your rap, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile up your face. I'ma tell you straight from the gate. I'm the type to leave a nigga lumped up, broad dead, get cake. It's fucked up when them knocks know your nickname. Big dog status plus I'm crucial with my dick game. Stop hating and get your money up, cause I know if you play with mine, your head leaking like a colander. Stomach swole like you about to have a baby, cause I ride for my dogs. But fuck you niggas crazy, my left eye lazy. I got a double drum clip inside the M16 and the streets made me. When 95% of these niggas to me shaded. We broke as a motherfucker and it ain't all gravy. It's a thinking man's game and the real nigga life, where a soldier died once and a coward died twice. Shit, I put your brains on your shoulder like lights. Walking, driving, I'm dumping while pumping a pedal bike. I live a real nigga life, what you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about gats? And you rap, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile up your face. I'm from uptown, New Orleans, where it's crazy weird. But coming up is rough like Grady beard. Murder rate is #1 like McGrady here. But niggas train for war like a Navy SEAL. Blaze the steel, fuck the cheap talk. You don't want your brains turned to meat sauce. You quick the peace talk when the beast walk. Your bitch made. You about to get a shade from Ray Charles with a Swiss blade. It's cutthroat. You don't believe shit snake until you smell it, till you connect it with pellets from the shells of a shotgun. Stop trying to be a thug, knowing you're not one. That's the perfect way to catch a hot one. You pussy bitch. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about gats? And you rap, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile up your face.
I've been doing this back in the 80s. Niggas know me. I'm an OG. I'm all over the streets. The middle of the world where I roam. Bricks where I'm from. Fuck a bunch of niggas got chopped with drums. 6 Flat did that. Came home and back. Did 2.5, got out. Shot in my back. I bounced back like I never got hit with the gat. Yeah, and I know your nigga, we strike right back. Still got the block lock. Still on a hot spot. Still strap a hot glocks. Niggas ready to pop. I live a real nigga life. Nigga, I'm sure about that. My rap sheet and battle scars will prove I'm about that.
I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about gats? And you rap, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile up your face. Yeah. Real niggas do real things, you heard me? From that noise to the middle of the motherfucking world. Real nigga life, feel that. One time for my niggas independence, real nigga status, you heard me? Uptown, Magnolia, Militia, New Mad Music. Feel that. Untamed entertainment all day in your fucking face, nigga.
Real, you know what I'm saying? Real nigga status. Yeah. Wild Magnolia, Magnolia Militia. Y'all this bitch, coolie cat ass nigga. Magnolia Militia,
Real nigga shit.
LG.
Real nigga. Real nigga life, bitch. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about gats? And your rap, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile up your face. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about gats? And your rap, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot them from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and knock the smile off your face. I'ma tell you straight from the gate. I'm the type to leave a nigga lumped up, broad day and get cake. It's fucked up when them knocks know your nickname. Big dog status plus I'm crucial with my dick game. Stop hating and get your money up, cause I know if you play with mine, your head leaking like a colander. Stomach swole like you about to have a baby, cause I ride for my dog. What the fuck you niggas crazy? My left eye lazy. I got a double drum clip inside the M16 and the streets made me. When 95% of these niggas to me shaded. We broke as a motherfucker and it ain't all gravy. It's a thinking man's game in the real nigga life, where a soldier died once and a coward died twice. Shit, I put your brains on your shoulder like lights. Walking, driving, I'm dumping while pumping a pedal bike. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga, is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine, what you know about cats? In your rap, you slinging dimes, what you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. I'm from uptown, New Orleans, where it's crazy weird. But coming up is rough like Grady beer. Murder rate is #1 like McGrady here. But niggas train for war like a Navy SEAL. Blaze the steel, fuck the cheap talk. You don't want your brains turned to meat sauce. You quit the beast talk when the beast walk. Your bitch made. You about to get a shave from Ray Charles with a Swiss blade. It's cutthroat. You don't believe shit snake until you smell it. Till you connect it with pellets from the shell of a shotgun. Stop trying to be a thug knowing you're not one. That's the perfect way to catch a hot one. You pussy bitch. I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine. What you know about cats? In your rap, you slinging dimes. What you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face.
I've been doing this back in the 80s. Niggas know me. I'm an OG. I'm all over the streets. The middle of the world where I roam. Bricks where I'm from. Fuck a bunch of niggas got chopped with drums. 6 Flat did that. Came home and back. Did 2.5, got out. Shot in my back. I bounced back like I never got hit with that gat. Yeah, and I know your nigga, we strike right back. Still got the block lock. Still on a hot spot. Still strap a hot glocks. Niggas ready to pop. I live a real nigga life. Nigga, I'm sure about that. My rap sheet and battle scars will prove I'm about that.
I live a real nigga life. What you know about that? You say you's a real nigga. Is you sure about that? You claim you slinging nine. What you know about cats? In your rap, you slinging dimes. What you know about crack? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And I can spot him from a mile away, so don't smile in my face. Pussy bitch ass nigga. Don't make me come from off the side of my waist and I can smile off your face. Yeah. Real niggas do real things, you heard me? From that noise to the middle of the motherfucking world. Real nigga life. Feel that. One time for my niggas independence, real nigga status, you heard me? Uptown, Magnolia Militia, New Mad Music. Feel that. Untamed entertainment all day in your fucking face, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Real nigga status. Yeah. Wild Magnolia Militia. Y'all this bitch, coolie cat ass nigga.
Let's go, man. We back in the building. Nobody gonna see it all that.
You've got yourself tuned into the right station.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
That's showing up. And then trying to set it up against you.
On the double.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And the throw's going to be caught. Chris Olave racing to the end zone. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Great grouping now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he...
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
97, down. Ready?
Rattler working out of the gun. Little short pass here to Hill. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 series. Shot. 17. Slide through. Hut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready.
2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the 1st down on a well-executed double pass.
Okay, ready? 10 cycles. Ready.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
To the air is Rattler.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Throwing is Rattler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. 75 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Breaks through the contact. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Rattler. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Darius Slay with a pick. Shreds him with a stiff arm. They'll try and get this run game going. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This time, good ball security and a good result. 1st and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. From the 33, here's second down and 1. Here's Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Play action. Now Rattler. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20.
Come on.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here we go. Ready.
Rattler going to look to throw again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Second down and 3.
Down. Slide blue. Black shot. Rail green. 43 rail.
They'll look to throw again.
Little short pass here to Hill.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Ready. 10 cycles. Come on, set. Set.
Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another try, second and 10 now.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit.
I hate playing fucking Philly, bro. Yeah, fucking dude beat. He still fucking somehow let them make the fucking play.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from the Superdome. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. In motion left, Hill. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. The throw's going to be caught. Chris Olave. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to throw. Stafford eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Kamara up the middle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Blue strike. 560. Ready. Ready?
From the gun, here's Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Stafford. Flushed out right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Now Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And this one too low.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's returnable now for Smith. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Man open is Robinson. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready.
To the air is Rattler. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Rattler working out of the gun.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be
Come on,
incomplete.
bro.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5.
Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throw left side, complete to Cup.
Down the left sideline.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now it's Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what they did there, dialed up the pressure. He felt it all around him, and they were able to get to him before he could deliver the ball cleanly.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To throw is Stafford. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Second down and a yard.
Slide through. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Throwing is Rattler. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Rattler. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Stafford looks to throw again. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Now Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Rattler wants to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go, set. Blue striker. Black ultra. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
You yell it. Here we go. Claude Ray. Set cut.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, I'm fucking bringing the fucking man.
There's a nice move, and it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This was to be a pick.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now it's Stafford.
That is caught, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now Stafford.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Stafford now to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
it looks like he'll throw here. Little short pass here to Hill.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Rattler. The pass caught by Olave.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a...
I mean, bro, they was trying to give you the game. You know what I'm saying? Whole time they out there trying to give you the game, T. What the fuck? Like the fucking heat on hell in this bitch. Bro, fucking seriously? Fucking sitting shit to fucking 75 in the fucking summertime.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Muscles him off. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action. Now Williams. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams.
And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw, Williams. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 49 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. This against. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pushing his way through and able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Williams.
Trying to improvise. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can deal with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw is Williams. Out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Chicago! Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And the throw's going to be caught. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing is Rattler. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready. Here's Rattler.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 29 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
Evades him at the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Swift. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
To the air, Williams.
Touchdown, Bears! Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped.
This fucking bullshit. There ain't no way you can fucking control that shit, bro.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Williams going to throw for it.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave. That is incomplete.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
That's just straight off the fucking knee. To the other separation.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 11.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
DeAndre Swift,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Rattler.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Let's go. Black shot. Drill green. Set.
To the air is Rattler.
And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause. by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Red, cycle. White, white. Needle blue. Ready. To the air once more is Rattler. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for two. Check smash. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, here's Williams. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back.
Here's 1st and 10.
Blue strike. Black ultra. Ready.
He's back to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Let's go now. Hey, green. Rail. Yellow. Set.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill.
There's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hey, blue. Ready?
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Hill. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Red, yellow. Black, red.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Williams.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it.
They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rattler working out of the gun.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Here we go. Set. 6. Mega. Cut.
2nd and 14. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jervon Dexter in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Bad fucking ball.
Here we go. Green gap. Cut.
Back to throw here.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rattler.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6. Here's Rattler.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Rookie quarterbacks take time to adjust to life in the NFL because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about 7 years. 4 touchdown passes. That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
A point after, goodbye groupie.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
What the fuck?
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
To throw, Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And just
Oh, come on, dog.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
He goes 12 yards on the touchdown run.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Once again, up come the Bears, and they're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game.
They do everything to get his
So a
motherfucker
very
game,
interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for